My name is Cole Freeman.
And I'm Will Ayers.
And we are the owners of Second Appreciation, which is a little thrift store that we specialize in handmade, vintage, consignment, mostly vintage. Forgotten items that have been in your grandma's closet for the past 20 years. Slash.
Anything fun, anything retro, anything that's got good lines, good structure, made well.
Yeah.
We don't really like particle board, so you won't find that here. Don't come looking for that here. We don't have it.
You will find plants, china, furniture,
silver, collectibles, art. We have a lot of local artists.
And we'll show you a little bit of that here in a minute. But we just wanted to kind of let y'all get to know us for a minute. Will and I met in 2016. And shortly after that, we started renovating a house for my dad, which was a little, what year?
1970s?
1970s, double wide. We went in, gutted it.
It was supposed to be 2 weeks. I came down for 2 weeks to put up some drywall.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks.
Plus a year.
Turned into, about a year, 2 years.
It turned out really good. It's now a cute little bungalow cottage style house. And Cole's mama Patsy lives in it now. So
my grandmother lives there now, and I'm her neighbor.
Yeah. And we just now purchased a house back in March, which is 2 doors down from there. And we're slowly renovating that.
Doing it again. Which, if any of you follow our Facebook, you have seen what we've been doing.
Oh, the horror.
Ugh. Which we haven't posted in a long time because we haven't been doing much. But to back up, Will and I met in 2016 and then started collaborating a little bit with our inventory and just helping one another out at our individual antique booths. And then we decided to combine them. We started out at Catawba River Antique Mall over in Belmont, North Carolina.
Shout out.
Shout out, Catawba. And we were there for
almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years? That's weird. I was almost there 2 years.
You
we were there
about a year.
Over a year.
Yeah.
And then Dad helped us a lot in the beginning here, just making all of this come into fruition. He pastors over here in Kings Mountain and found this building that we're in now, and it wasn't much more than what we had been paying for our booth rental. So we were like, okay, well, let's go ahead and do this. And so now we are here.
We started off with 200 square foot, and now we're in roughly about 2,000. So it's pretty fun.
It's been fun.
All kinds of stuff.
And we offer a lot of things like reupholstery. Will makes clothes.
Cole does piano and voice lessons, either here in store, or if you have a piano, he can come to you, or you want more of a private setting, there's also the option to meet at his parents' church.
So, yay! Or if you're only experiencing this via the interwebs, we can Skype.
That'll work.
I think we're about to have a customer, so we're going to have to pause and do our tour here in a minute. Alright, so here we are at 108 West Gold Street, Kings Mountain, North Carolina. So we always try and set things up outside in the parking lot, just because it adds a little bit more, I don't know the word. Interest, yeah. Because this is not a heavily trafficked road, so we try and bring as much attention to the store as possible. So as you can see, we've got all the chairs. Some are consignment, some are ones that we just found. But you can see that we really love the whole retro aspect. Got this cute little Sew Notions table over here. It's Martha Washington styles of the Sew Notions. It's got the 2 compartments on the sides and then 3 drawers in the front. is sewing classes. So we have that as an option. This is probably one of my favorite pieces that we came across. It's a high school diploma from Shelby High School. One of my consigners got it out of the dumpster. So it's pretty fun. It says 1926 is when they graduated. So we love plants, so we try and incorporate a lot of that into the store. So, a couple fireplaces. We actually pulled this one over here out of a house we worked on last summer. Just an old mill house here in town. It had like all kinds of crazy stuff going on as far as paint choices. It's like burgundy and green and black. So let's go inside where there's a little bit of AC. But here's the other side. So usually the first thing people look at when they come in is just the chandelier we have up here in the front, which Will made out of cutlery, spoons, plates, some tassels. It is based off of one that he saw in anthropology, and it's just been evolving since I've known him. This one over here we did together, and it is made out of just knives that we pulled and twisted on an inverted lampshade with an old foyer light and some organ keys. So that one's really fun. That one can be installed directly into your ceiling, whereas the other one is a plug-in. So here's our little store, guys. Up here we have our little plant area in this big bay window. And we just got a lot of things going on. I've got cactus, I've got succulents, I've got a little fairy garden. I've got a palm down here that one of my friends from Charleston grew from seed. He's not looking too good, but considering we thought he was dead last year, he's doing great. I just love putting plants inside of things. I've got lavender in an ice cream, what is that, bucket? I've got a fern down here on the ground in a cauldron. I've got some aloe in a drum. So we just love plants. We do. And then this is my baby over here. We've had him about 3-4 years now. I can't even remember. But he is a Monstera, also known as a Swiss Palm. We got him from Mike's Growers Outlet up in either Stanley or considered Denver. I can't remember which side of the line they are on. So we've got a little kitchen area over here with our 1950s refrigerator that we put magnets on the outside of and just cram it full of kitchen goodies. And then here's a little bit of overflow of kitchen going into one of our favorite finds that Will and I have came across is this, I want to say it's Eames. Is that right, Will? But anyways, it's just mid-century and we love it, and we love it, and we love it. It's massive with our little radio collection over top. And like I said, Will loves to sew. He's also inspired by I think you've got this locked. 1920s and the flapper era, and anything Titanic related or Vanderbilt related. So there's one of his little creations. You want to say anything else about it, Will?
Yeah, so I'm planning on adding some beading, I think around the collar and on some of the lace somewhere. I found on Pinterest a 1-hour dress pattern. And by pattern, it was literally just a picture. But it was from around the 1920s to the 30s, and it was a 1-hour dress, and you're supposed to be able to make it in an hour. And I made it in 2 days. I probably have about 5 or 6 hours, but I just done it. It was the first time I'd ever done a drop back neck or backless dress, and then it's just a straight shift dress, and then it's got the little skirt with the lace detailing and all. But I was just inspired by Downton Abbey and thought to make one and maybe start a Downton Abbey line.
There we go.
So
We also believe in saving pianos. We've got 3 here in the store. This one we found in Gastonia behind the library. This one came out of my parents' church. And now it's my checkout counter, which I'd always envisioned. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but it happened. So, grateful. Another one of my favorite pieces right now is this vanity that my aunt is consigning with us. But it's just a little waterfall vanity, real cute. So I've got like a little brass display and some jewelry. This over here is another one of my favorite pieces. This Curtis Mathis, yeah. I don't know why I couldn't say that. But just the old little 1960s, 1950s TV. The radio still works. We did pull out the screen, but as you can see, we've got plans. We're gonna turn it into a display cabinet eventually. And this is our boutique area with our little IKEA light. But we kind of have it categorized as boutique, vintage and formal, men's, and then women's. A lot of our clothes are consignment, so yeah. Come and check it out. Come and drag it out because I need some room. We've got wedding dresses. We've got vintage skirts. This is one of my favorites because of the way the waist does here in the front as I knock over a mannequin. Let's see what else can we pull. I've got grandma chic. We've got disco. We've got Dolly Parton realness. We have some prom dresses here, which this doesn't look familiar to me. Will, where'd that come from? That is heavy. But we love beaded stuff, so Will tries to pick up things when he's out and about. Got a cute little prom dress. These are some of my favorite. But I mean, what is this considered, Will?
Good. Knit.
Knit, that's the word.
Knit jacket and skirt combos.
And then everybody needs a brown cow stunning blazer. We've got furs. This one's faux. I do have some real. So, let's move into our fabric and trim area. Did you show them our parasols though before we leave boutique? I love all of our parasols. So this is our fabric area. We are a little depleted, but we still have quite a bit. It's just $2 a yard. So we have trim too. And then we have a tub filled with more fabric. Yay! And then textiles over here, which I need to make them more shoppable, but that's them. And then we'll move into our vinyl area, which I don't know why I don't have the record player playing right now, but it was. But vinyl, all kinds. I need to get in here and just alphabetize it because it's almost impossible for me to keep behind genres. So, our little retro table, my little workstation that we're not going to look at. And this is usually where I give piano lessons and stuff. But I have cut my finger right now, so we don't have use of my finger or thumb right now. So, but yeah, that is Will's work area back there / our throw off. And this is a project I'm working on right now, this bed. So I'm so close to being done and having that out of here, but we ain't gonna feature that too much right now. I do have a library right around the corner. I guess we could show them that just so they know. I haven't even looked in here, so I don't even know what it looks like. But we need to expand a little bit because it's kind of crowded. But, I mean, I think we did well with 2,000 square feet, what we actually have put in here. So, baskets galore. This was, at first, Mom's little booth. and it's just now turned into this. So we have baskets, we have this lovely Hoosier cabinet, which I think is awesome. It's even got the flour sifter here. And that's where you would put the flour. And here's the little turner that would really sift the little thing that comes down. So just a lot of tchotchkes, just a lot of entertaining slash milk glass slash vintage tins, some old pottery, some old jelly jars. And I did have a collection of mushroom here, so a lot of that's been sold, but I still have quite a few. And then we move into tools, toys, and pottery. So just got a bunch of random things, from games to antique toys to lanterns to some more random things that we just didn't know what to do with. Oh. I feel like we zoomed through this place. I feel like there's so much more to show, and there is, because it changes daily, and we're always trying to find a spot for something. And we're gearing up for, you know, the season, fall, and Christmas, and Halloween, and all that stuff, so that's what we're going to be bringing in October, November, December. I want to have it pretty much set up at the end of September, at least started. But y'all, this is our place. We're really proud of it. We hope to be open for years to come, and we hope to make these videos a lot more for you guys so y'all can stay connected. We do have a website. It's secondappreciation.com. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. And there is our handle, our website, and I don't know if I'm going to put my number all up on the YouTuberins, but there it is. Oh, you got anything else you want to show them? We didn't show them some of our handmade, or our...
Here's some of our local artists. So we have a spray paint artist, and he also does the pour paints. And we have a little collection of just random original artwork that I found. And then over here is some more. We have paintings by our friend Lauren, friend Caroline, and then Gabby and Ariam. And then the swirl paints are one of our consigners. And then just some more artwork. So all the fun stuff.
And then one last department that we didn't show you was our little jewelry area. And that's just right here. We got Caroline again, who did the hydrangea painting over there. Her and her boyfriend put these together. Will's mom made the button bracelets. And then Will's little collection of things that have came in and things that he's made. Again, inspired by that little 1920s beaded look. On top of my childhood TV. I used to watch Power Rangers on it. Yeah, and then we're back into boutique. So guys, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. I hope that you come and visit us soon. If not in person, on our social. So guys, like and subscribe.